Hello everyone. So today I'm going to show you how to create a disintegration effect and then how to reintegrate that into the original shape. So here you can see now the sword is being disintegrated into particles and the particles are moving away. So now there is no trace of sword, and in a while it will be reverted and reintegrated back into the original shape. Let's give it a second. Right now it should start retracting back like this. Yeah, okay, now we have the original shape. So this is what we are going to do today: disintegrate and then reintegrate. Here I am using a skeletal mesh, by the way, but we can do the same thing with a static mesh as well. And before we get started, let me remind you that you can download any project I have done in my channel from the Patreon page. Once you become a member, you can access all thousands of projects that I have done throughout the years, so feel free to check it out. I'll leave the link in description below. Alright, now to the tutorial. So okay, so here we have what we have is just a skeletal mesh here. Actually this is a blueprint, but it doesn't matter. All you need is some skeletal mesh. You can just drag and drop the skeletal mesh as well and follow along. Right now I'll create, let's create everything from scratch. So I'll create a new Niagara particle using let's use this hanging particle, but it doesn't really matter. If you want, you can use the fountain as well. Right, ns this and reintegrate. Okay, all right, so now this is what you get by default. So as I said, I want to use skeletal mesh shape. So therefore here first I'll add sample skeletal mesh, and here as the source I'll use attach parent so that we can attach this effect to another skeletal mesh and use that shape to drive the particle system. Now here as the default preview mesh, I'll use this fencer skeletal mesh. This is actually a sword. Let me show you. Yeah, but you can use anything you want. If you want, you can use a character as well. Alright, and also I'll use a skeletal mesh location. Here also I have to use the same mesh, but I can use the same mesh. And right now I'll change this mesh sampling type to surface triangles. Now here you see we're starting to get the shape of the sword. I'll do the same thing for the above node as well. So yeah, now here you see the shape of the sword. If I increase the spawn rate, you should see a clear image. See? Okay, great. Now if I disable this wind force, you see the particles are not moving, and we get the shape, the correct shape. Now in order to disintegrate this, what I can do is, maybe I'll use a curl noise. Goes here 50. Now you see it's being disintegrated into no shape basically. Now I need to let this happen for some time, and then I need to attract it back to the original location. That's the plan I have. So for that, we can't do that with this lifetime. So first I'll increase this loop duration to, let's say, maybe 100 seconds or 120 seconds, and then particle lifetime also something like this, right? And why is this? Let me disable this. We need to see that right away. And I also disable this sprite size as well. So here you see, okay, and now here the preview time is only 10 seconds. So I'll make it 120. So now this is what happens, as you can see. Okay, and in order to completely vanish this shape, I have to stop spawning, maybe somewhere like here. So let's go here into the spawn rate and curve, load from curve. Now here, normalize loop page. By default, we if you don't have this, you can select it here, emitter normalized loop page. So one would be 120 seconds because that's the loop duration I have used, and 0 means 0. So now I need to stop spawning at, let's say, 0.1 second in the normalized stage, and here maybe let's move this like 0.009. So if I play, and we see particles are spawned and not anymore. This is not enough, a lot. Okay, now they are not, they should not be spawning anymore. We make them a bit smaller. Okay, I'll remove this aerodynamic drag. Yeah, now they are moving away. That's better. And also you may see I have increased this noise strength to 100. So at the middle I want to stop this curl noise. So what can we do about that? Maybe, yeah, this also, let's change to a curve from load from curve, sorry, and I'll change it to shape like this. So in the middle we have the highest strength, but I'll change this, not in the middle, maybe around 0.3, and I will completely eliminate it around, let's say, at 0.6. Okay, now this should be multiplied by 100. Okay, now if I play, here you see we are disintegrating, and they should decrease the movements when it reaches the middle. Now they only have the momentum that they already had. Okay, right, so this is fine. Now the next thing is applying the force to attract them back into the original location. One more thing, maybe let's add a little drag. Like 3. Yeah, now they have a very small movement. Here they should have some more. Yeah, now because of the drag they will stop. Okay, what's next? Right, attract him back. So for that, see, now they are settling down. Okay, so for to attract back, here I'll add a point attraction force and attract a position, not simulation position. I'll attract to particles initial position, and we don't need to apply this force right away, so this radius should be higher. Right, and so this attraction is strength. This I'll plot from curve, and let's again use maybe this shape, and use this shape, and then I'll move this to, let's say, 0.9, and then this to 0.5. Okay, now here, now you see it's going back to the original location. So they are going attracted back into original shape. And of course the scale, let's try something a bit higher. Now in the middle, 50, yeah, okay, now we see that effect. All right, now we have the original shape. What else? Maybe in order to see some speed or the orientation of the movement, let's add size by speed, scale sprite size by speed, and here I'll keep x constant, and let's increase y. So maybe between 120. And let's orient this, align this to velocity. Okay, we don't really see much. Let's reduce this. Yeah, now we see the shape clearly. That's better. And when they settle down, they would again become more like dots. Okay, now let's add this in here. Let me select this skeletal mesh, add Niagara particle system, and we have already selected this, so it's already applied. And I don't want to see the mesh itself, so let me just make it invisible. And here we have already seen the effect, but if I recompile, then it would reset. Alright, now let's see it in action again. See, it is disintegrating now. And we don't have a sword anymore, just particles. Okay, now it's going back to the original shape. Okay, all the particles are back. Alright, so yeah, that's all I want to do for today. So thanks for watching. You can download the project files here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. And see you in another episode. Goodbye.